Thanks for checking out this video. So let's get into it. Let's talk about what's coming to Shudder for October, or as they're calling it, Fearfest. A little strong there on that one. But, you got to sell it, I guess. So anyway, let's talk about what's coming to Shudder for October. Now, keep in mind, this is just the highlights. There is probably other stuff they're going to end up adding. I asked them numerous times, can they stop doing this where they're just giving you highlights and just give everything? Because it would get people even more excited. But alas, they're still doing it this way, so just know this is probably not everything. So there is some stuff in here that I think some people are going to be really excited about. There's also some stuff in here that I think people are going to kind of be like, about. I'm good with it. I'm not super excited. I'm not underwhelmed, so I'm kind of like meeting expectations kind of is where I would rate this for me personally. I think that what's going to stand out most is obviously their exclusive stuff, so let's go ahead and get into it. And you'll have to bear with me because this email is like formatted kind of messed up that I'm reading from. So I have some stints like this where I need to find the release date. So bear with me on that. So let's get into it. The first few I'm doing are their exclusive and originals. And if people don't know, if you're new to this channel or whatever, I do no spoiler reviews for their exclusive and originals. So I will put those reviews out on the Monday of the week that they come out on that Friday. So out a few days early so you can get a feel for if you might be interested in them or not. So first one they have, and I know a lot of people are probably excited about this, VHS 85, anthology film that a lot of people love. This one is coming, if I can find it, October 6th. There we go. I got it in that long string. The synopsis: the next installment in the infamous found footage anthology franchise, VHS 85, is an ominous mixtape blending never-before-seen snuff footage with nightmarish newscasts and disturbing home video to create a surreal analog mashup of the forgotten 80s. I mean, you're playing to the 80s there. I'm a fan. So, see how that one is. The next one they're releasing is called The Puppet Man, and this one is coming October 13th. The Puppet Man is a convicted killer on death row. He has always maintained his innocence, saying it was an evil force controlling his body as he slaughtered his victims. Sounds interesting already. Now Michael, the killer, or Mikal, the killer's daughter, begins to suspect that there may be some truth to her father's claim when those around her begin to die in brutal ways. All hope rests on her shoulders to break the Puppet Man's curse. Sounds interesting. I like the concept. Interested to see how it goes. The next one is called Night of the Hunted, and this will be out October 20th. When an unsuspecting woman stops at a remote gas station in the dead of night, she's made the plaything of a sociopathic sniper with a secret vendetta. To survive, she must not only dodge his bullets and fight for her life, but also figure out who wants her dead and why. That actually sounds a lot like the Downrange, which I think was on Shudder at one point, which was actually pretty good. I think Ryuhei Kitamura did that one. If I'm not mistaken, someone can check me on that one. But I don't know. Premise-wise, not super excited about this one, but we'll see. And then When Evil Lurks is the next one, and that is coming October 27th. Shudder's first Spanish language original. Okay. By the same guy who did Terrified. I still haven't seen Terrified yet. I know it's still on Shudder. A lot of people have said it is outstanding. I need to check that out. It's a rural possession thriller revolving around timeless horror concepts and adding contemporary twists. Set in a remote village, two brothers find a demon-infected woman just about to give birth to evil itself. After warning the neighbors in town, they decide to get rid of the man, but merely succeed in helping him to deliver the inferno. Okay. Sounds interesting. I'm in. And then the last one, I think this is the last one of their exclusive and originals, Hell House LLC Origins, The Carmichael Manor. Now, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, I am not really a fan of the Hell House movies. I don't really like found footage that much in the first place, and I specifically don't like these movies. I know there are a lot of people who do really love it, so maybe you are excited about this if you are into these movies, so I hope it's good. This one's coming October 30th. In 2021, a group of internet sleuths travel to the remote Carmichael Manor deep in the woods of the Rockland County, New York, site of the infamous 1989 Carmichael family murders have gone unsolved to this day. Man, that is a horribly written sentence. What they discover are secrets that have been hidden away for decades and a terror that has been lurking in the shadows long before Hell House LLC. Could be interesting. I'll keep an open mind, obviously. Obviously, I'll be reviewing that one with no spoilers. So, okay, then we're going to talk about the series. So, on October 13th, they have all of Creepshow Season 4 dumping. It is 6 episodes, 2 stories per, so it's 12 stories. At the time that I'm doing this video, I have already gotten screeners for them. I've already watched all the stories. I recorded my reviews, and I'm going to release all my reviews on a week prior when the embargo date is passed, and that'll be October 6th. So Friday, October 6th, you can look for all 6 of my episode reviews for Creepshow Season 4. Obviously, I can't say anything about how I feel about it right now because the embargo. I can just tell you I have watched it, I recorded my reviews, and they're coming out on the 6th. So, don't need to... well, I'll read it. Based on the 1982 horror comedy classic, returns for a new season and is still the most fun you'll ever have being scared. Executive produced by showrunner Greg Nicotero, Creepshow is a comic book coming to life in a series of vignettes exploring terrors ranging from murder, creatures, monsters, and delusions to the supernatural and unexplainable. You never know what will be on the next page. Dun dun dun. Then the next one is one I am interested in because I do watch this show and I'm a fan. The Boulet Brothers Dragula. And this one is coming October 31st, so it's at the very end. It's season 5, by the way. Horror's new icons, the Boulet brothers, are on the hunt to find the world's next drag monster superstar in this brand new star-studded 5th season of their hit reality competition show. With new competitors, the challenges, special effects, makeup, costumes, and performances promise to be truly terrifying and out of this world. Excited. Very entertaining show. All right, then probably what a lot of people are most excited for, we have the Last Drive-In things, which we're getting 2 of them for October. First, we get The Last Drive-In with Joe Bob Briggs, showing the original 1978 Halloween by John Carpenter. That'll be available, or that'll be airing live Tuesday, October 10th at 10 p.m. Very odd, Eastern time. I will not stay up for that. I work. Joe Bob celebrates the 45th anniversary of this iconic horror film. That's probably why it's that specific day, but you know. Then we have on October 20th, Joe Bob's Halloween. That one's starting at its normal time at 9 p.m. Horror legend Joe Bob Briggs and his co-host Darcy the Mail Girl celebrate the spooky season in style with a demonic double feature sure to get your blood pumping and one very scary special guest. Cool. I'm excited. Love when they have special guests. Usually a lot of fun. Okay, so now let's talk about all the other films coming to Shudder. And they've laid out a pretty decent amount. But like I said, there could be others. Coming October 1st, Dead End. Christmas Eve, on his way to his in-laws with his family, Frank Harrington decides to try a shortcut for the first time in 20 years. It turns out to be the biggest mistake of his life. Never seen Dead End? Anyone tell me if it's good or not. Let me know. Here's one that people will be excited is going on Shudder. The Gate. Kids left home alone accidentally unleash a horde of malevolent demons from a mysterious hole in their suburban backyard. It's fun. It's a PG-13 film. It's a great one. And it was Uncle Pete's pick for the best PG-13 horror film. It's a fun time. The next one is actually a found footage film that I actually highly recommend because I really did enjoy it. Lake Mungo. Strange things start happening after a girl is found drowned in a lake. Doesn't give you much, but it really shouldn't. Just watch it. Very interesting. The next one is May. Also, I highly recommend May. It's a great movie. A socially awkward veterinary assistant with a lazy eye and obsession with perfection descends into depravity after developing a crush on a boy with perfect hands. It's a good one. Then Lords of Salem, which actually I think is a pretty underrated Rob Zombie film. Radio DJ Heidi is sent a box containing a record, A Gift from the Lords. The sounds within the grooves trigger flashbacks of her town's violent past. Is Heidi going mad, or are the lords back to take revenge on Salem, Massachusetts? Give it a shot if you haven't seen it. The next one is one that I've literally told my wife, this is the movie I want to 100% make sure I watch in October, because it's literally been at least 10 years since I've actually watched it, even though I really like it. Killer Clowns from Outer Space, so I'm glad it's coming to Shudder. Aliens who look like clowns come from outer space and terrorize a small town. That's the whole thing. There's literally no plot to it, but it's fun. I love it. And then the last one coming October 1st, Evil Dead 2. That's a great one to get. Love Evil Dead 2. The lone survivor of an onslaught of flesh-possessing spirits holes up in a cabin with a group of strangers while the demons continue their attack. Then the next 4 are coming October 2nd. First one, I don't know, I've heard this one's not the greatest. Spirit Halloween. When a Halloween store opens in a deserted strip mall, 3 friends, thinking they've outgrown trick-or-treating, decide to spend the night locked inside. But the night of spook-filled fun soon turns to outlandish survival. I don't know. Then the next one is Hell House LLC, the director's cut. Stephen Cognetti presents his director's cut of one of the most popular found-footage horror films in the last decade. Well, that's true from what I've heard. The special edition has 8 additional minutes of footage, director's intro, deleted scenes, cast auditions, a location scout of the Abaddon Hotel, and outtakes. Interesting. Then they have Hell House LLC 2, the Abaddon Hotel. It's been 8 years since the opening night tragedy of Hell House LLC, and still many unanswered questions remain. Thanks to an anonymous tip, investigative journalist Jessica Fox is convinced key evidence is hidden inside the abandoned Abaddon Hotel. There you go. And then the last one for that date, for the second, is Hell House LLC 3, Lake of Fire. The Abaddon Hotel will once again be open to the public. Russell Wynn has taken his audience interactive show Insomnia into the abandoned hotel that is rumored to be haunted. Okie dokie. Now going to October 9th, 3 movies. Dog Soldiers, great werewolf film. A routine military exercise turns into a nightmare in the Scotland wilderness. Then we have All Hallows Eve, the debut of Art the Clown. A babysitter finds a VHS tape which features various sinister murders performed by a psychotic clown. And then All Hallows Eve 2. A woman finds a VHS tape on her doorstep that shows a series of gruesome tales that could be real, but the true danger is the pumpkin-faced killer that's using the tape to find his next victim. Interesting. Then there's one film coming October 16th, and that is called Lockdown Tower. Never heard of this one. The inhabitants of a tower wake up one morning to find that their building is shrouded in an opaque fog, obstructing doors and windows, a strange dark matter that devours anything that tries to pass through it. If anyone knows anything about that, let me know. Good, bad, in between. Then the next 2 films are coming October 23rd. Kidnapped. 3 hooded Eastern European criminals burst into a home in a Madrid-gated community, holding the family hostage in their own home and forcing the father to empty his credit cards. I don't know. And then The Midnight Man. A girl and her friends find a game in the attic that summons a creature known as the Midnight Man, who uses their worst fears against them. Maybe. And then I'm not gonna read the synopses for all but one of these next ones because it's a franchise that they're putting on there. It looks like, it's not all of it, but a lot of it. So coming October 31st, it's a lot of the Saw franchise, which I know a lot of people won't be that excited about it. I'm not super excited about it, although it's been a while since I've watched them. But I would recommend this to round out your October. Watch all these Saw movies, and after you watch each one, go to your friendly neighborhood Uncle Pete's YouTube channel. He does a show or a series called Nails in the Coffin where he breaks down deaths in horror movies and gives ratings to see if could this person have legitimately gotten out of this, could they not have. It's very fun. It's very interesting. And he, at this point, when these are on Shudder, he will be done covering every Saw film. So you might want to check that out. Just saying. So October 31st is Saw. 2 strangers awaken in a room with no recollection of how they got there. and soon discover they're pawns in a deadly game perpetrated by a notorious serial killer. Okay. And then after that, there's Saw 2, Saw 3, Saw 4, Saw 5, Saw 6, and Saw 3D. So all those will be hitting it, and that's the end. I thought this was going to go on forever. But yeah, I mean, they're putting a decent amount on, and like I said, this is just highlights apparently, so there may be more. Fingers crossed for some other really cool, interesting stuff. But let me know what you're most excited about for October. Go ahead and put it in the comments, and we can just talk horror stuff in general. But hopefully people are getting excited for this. I think it looks like I said, meets expectations, decent for an October for them. Most interested in their original content, basically. But yeah, do me a quick favor, hit subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I would greatly appreciate that. Do the like thing. I'm gonna start asking for that. Just hit like on my stuff, because I guess that'll boost the visibility. I don't know. I don't really care about it that much, but if you want to. Also, you can hit the notification bell button, because then you'll know when I'm putting up new videos, which I'm doing. I'm gonna be doing a lot in October, actually, or not like a ton, but a lot. Anyway, I have an update coming up next week, I believe, telling everyone what I'm going to be doing for October with my channel. But thank you regardless for checking this video out, and until next time, keep it brutal.